How to register your business with the Alcohol and Tobacco Tax and Trade Bureau. The Alcohol and Tobacco Tax and Trade Bureau, TTB, registers businesses that sell, manufacture, import, or export alcohol or tobacco products and collects the special occupational tax for alcohol and tobacco operations. While the special tax on alcohol occupations was repealed in 2008, the tax on tobacco occupations remains. All businesses that sell alcohol products must register with the TTB before opening, and must maintain records of their alcohol transactions. Tobacco registration only applies to manufacturers, importers, or exporters, who must obtain specific permits from the TTB before they begin operations. Part 1. Completing your application. 1. Determine your business type. The TTB administers permits for a variety of different businesses that deal in alcohol and tobacco. Each type has different application and permit requirements. If you plan to open a retail establishment that sells alcohol or tobacco to the public, you only have to register your business with the TTB. Additional permits and supporting documents are not required. Manufacturers, such as breweries, must require additional permits to operate beyond simply registering with the TTB. Processing times for these permits vary greatly, but generally are much longer than the basic business registration. 2. Download the appropriate form. Fiable PDF versions of the required form to register your business, as well as apply for other permits, are available on the TTB's website. Click on Information for small businesses to get started. The TTB has a number of interactive web tools and tutorials designed to ensure you file the correct forms to get the permits you need to do business. If you sell alcohol, you must register your business with the TTB, even though the special occupational tax for alcohol has been repealed. You do not have to register with the TTB to sell tobacco products at your business. However, permits are required for those who plan to manufacture, import, or export tobacco products. Selling alcohol, however, does require registration with the TTB. To register your business, you must complete and file Form TTB F5630.5D before you open your doors for the first time. Registration with the TTB is required for retail sales of alcohol, whether you intend to open a bottle shop or a bar that sells liquor by the drink. Additional permits are required if you plan to manufacture alcohol, such as if you own a brewery, distillery, or vineyard, which can be completed and submitted using the TTB's automated permits online system. 3. Identify your business. Section 1 of the registration form requires that you provide specific information to identify your business, including the name of your business and its employer identification number, EIN. You must have an EIN for your business to register with the TTB, even if you are a sole proprietor and were previously operating under your own Social Security number. You cannot use your Social Security number on the registration form. If you don't have an EIN for your business, you can get one quickly and easily by visiting the IRS website. There is no charge for an EIN, and if you apply online, you can get your number immediately. 4. Enter information for your business locations. You must complete the business information provided for each premises in which your business will operate, if you have more than one location. If you only have one location, fill out the form with the information for that location entirely, even if it repeats information you provided in Section 1 of the form. Review information on the TTB website and in the instructions to the form for more information about which class code you should use for your location. Each location should have only one class code. If you are a retail dealer, this is the only form you'll have to complete because all you need to do is register your business with the TTB. However, if you use a wholesale dealer classification, there are additional permits for which you'll have to apply using the TTB's permits online system. 5. Provide ownership information. For Section 3 of the registration form, you must provide the full name, residential address, and company position for all owners or anyone who qualifies as a responsible person within your business. The TTB defines a responsible person as anyone who owns 10% or more of the outstanding stock in your business. If your business is organized as a corporation, partnership, LLC, or similar, you must include anyone who has the power to control management, buying, or selling practices that pertain to alcohol. If the number of qualifying people in your business exceeds the number of lines on the form, you may attach additional pages listing those people. Part 2. Submitting your application. 1. Sign and date your application. Once you've completed all sections of the application and are ready to submit it, sign it in blue ink and make copies for your records. The signature must include the title that best represents your role in the business. The form must be signed by an individual owner, board member, or partner, not a manager or other employee. If your business is organized as a corporation or LLC, your registration application must be signed by someone who has authority to sign on behalf of the corporation or LLC, typically as a director or board member. 2. Mail your application. While the TTB has an online application system for other permits, if you want to register your business, you still must do so by mailing in a paper form. You may want to use first-class mail or certified mail so you know when your application is received. There is no fee required simply to register your business with the TTB. For simple registrations, all you need to submit is the single form you completed. There are no supporting documents required. You must register with the TTB before you open your business. The TTB recommends you mail your application at least 65 days before you plan to open to the public. 3. Receive your permit. If you are only registering your business with the TTB and haven't applied for any other permits, you should expect to receive your TTB permit within 2 to 3 months of the date you submitted it. The TTB has set a goal to issue permits within 65 days of receipt of completed documents. However, this time frame does not include any time for delivery. The best way to ensure your registration is issued as soon as possible is to make sure everything in your application is clear and complete. If the TTB finds apparent omissions or confusing information and has to contact you for clarification, it will delay the process. Part 3. Maintaining your registration. 1. Keep adequate records. Even though the federal special occupation tax on alcohol has been repealed, alcohol dealers still must maintain certain records under federal regulations and make them available for inspection upon request. All retailers must maintain full records that detail the amount of alcohol received, from whom it was received, and when. You also must maintain records of sales and inventory on hand. These records must be kept for at least 3 years and be available on request for inspection or copying by a TTB officer. TTB officers inspecting your records also may request you keep other records in addition to your receipt and sales records. 2. Comply with state and local requirements. Registering your business with the TTB does not give you a license to sell alcoholic beverages. These licenses are issued and administered by the state where your business is located. Contact the applicable state alcohol control board and local authorities to determine the requirements your business must meet. The TTB maintains a directory of state alcohol control boards on its website. 3. Amend your registration when necessary. You don't have to renew your registration, it's good as long as your business is in operation. However, anytime there are changes in your business, such as if you change the business name or the way it's organized, you must file the same form with the TTB again to let the Bureau know of the change. Ownership changes, new premises, or changes in addresses also should be submitted. Essentially, anytime anything on the original registration form changes, file a new form that reflects those changes. You don't have to fill out the entire form if you're filing an amendment. Complete Section 1 in its entirety, then complete Sections 2 and 3 only to reflect any changes. If any information in either of those sections is the same, you don't have to enter it again. TTB regulations require registration amendments to be filed no later than the next July 1st after the change takes effect. You should submit the same form if you are going out of business. Check box B in Section 1, and make sure your form is submitted within 30 days after you close your doors.